Hello, viewers. Hope you're keeping well in Christ Jesus. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. If it's your first time on this channel, kindly subscribe, press the notification bell, drop a comment, and also share with your family and friends. In a defensive mode, you're reacting to perceived threat or critics, and maybe you're trying to protect yourself, or maybe the person is trying to protect themselves. So often, like behaviors like making excuses, making others, or refusing to listen to other people's perspective. So when you're in a defensive mode, and you can stand from that variety of factors, including fear or rejection or desire to control the situations, or tendency to avoid that uncomfortable emotion like shame or guilt. So sometimes you find that there is a breakdown and there is a breaking when you stop listening. So the person may interrupt and change the subject, or refuse to engage with other person's point of view, or making excuses. So they are often justified to their actions, or even they are not directly related to the issue at hand. So, or you're blaming others. So when you're in a defense mode, you're blaming others, and then you are shifting the responsibility for the problem to other person or to external factors. So turning the tables around, then they may excuse the other person of doing the same thing, or of being wrong in some way. So becoming argumentative, they may try to defend the position or aggressively, even if it means being disrespectful or dismissal to other persons. So they just avoid that eye contact or any verbal causes. So this can be signs that a person is uncomfortable with the conversation, or they are trying to avoid being exposed. So you find that where people become defensive is fear of rejection or abandonment, and sometimes people may become defensive to protect themselves. At a particular point, you find that they are trying to protect themselves, or feeling like they are not good enough, or they will be rejected by other persons. So they fear, it's fear of failure. They may become defensive to avoid facing up their mistakes or perceived shortcomings, or they have low self-esteem. When you have low self-esteem, people with low self-esteem may be likely to become defensive when they feel critic or attacked. So lack of communication skills. So sometimes some people may struggle to communicate effectively and may resort to defensive behavior as a way of avoiding conflicts. Yeah, sometimes you can be found in that situation where you're avoiding conflicts, so you become defensive instead of sorting the situations. So you have to control issues. So people who are uncomfortable with feeling powerless or controlled may become defensive, and when they feel like someone is trying to exert authority over them, so that brings the consequences in defensiveness. So, and that might damage relationships. That defensive mode can create circles of negativity around the situation, or resentment, or making it difficult to build trust and intimacy. So it escalates various conflicts. So defensive behaviors can escalate arguments and make it harder to find solutions. So the missed opportunities for growth. So defensiveness can prevent people from learning from their mistakes, or from seeing that the other person's perspective. So you must overcome this defensive by recognizing your triggers. So identify the situations and the topics that tend to make you defensive. And then practice active listening. Just listen, pay attention to what other people are saying without interrupting or becoming defensive. And then take responsibility, acknowledge your mistakes, and then apologize if you have hurt the other person. It's never hurts when you apologize. So seek support, take time, talk to someone when you have that effect of defensiveness in your relationship, or practice empathy. Just try to understand the other person's perspective and their feelings. It never hurts. So when you try to listen, you just approach that situation with calmness and then with empathy. So it will help a lot. I don't know if you're going through some situation of defensive mode, or you are a person who is always defensive. You have conflicts around you and you don't know how to resolve them. Kindly drop a comment and share your thoughts, and let's discuss this. Shalom.